from the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Super Prime Time Max on the debate with Arnab, and tomorrow morning starting 8 o'clock I'll bring you the numbers for Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir. As usual, we expect that with all the data which we have, including the live streaming data which is coming in, by about 10 o'clock we'll give you a more or less comprehensive picture, and we think the story will be complete by about 11 o'clock. So we'll know who's going to form the government after many, many years in Jammu and Kashmir and after 5 years in Haryana. Few questions that you need to keep in mind. One, how much can you really project tomorrow's results onto the national picture? To some extent, in my view, you can't really go all out because Haryana is a cyclical state. Usually it changes every 5 years between the BJP and the Congress. This time the BJP has double anti-incumbency against it, so one would be very, 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 very surprised if the BJP were to be in with a chance. The exit polls are telling you a story, and I believe the story is in the broad direction that the Congress is well ahead. Not surprising at all with the amount of anti-incumbency that's come in against the BJP after 10 years. It's most unlikely that they would win. The question is whether their slightly increased voter turnout can mean that the BJP's vote share goes up, and it's a little bit more in the game, if not to form a government, then at least to provide a strong opposition in Haryana. So we should watch out tomorrow to see how much the BJP has gained between the Lok Sabha elections and now. That's the trend we need to see. As far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, I think the real story is whether the grip of Mehbooba Mufti and Omar Abdullah over the politics in the Kashmir Valley would be dented by the number of independents and people like Engineer Rashid who are in the picture. Has the hardline vote, what some people see as the pro-separatist vote, has that got divided in the Kashmir Valley? Remember, viewers, last time Omar Abdullah lost in his own constituency. So if this time that is repeated, and it's repeated to some extent over the Kashmir Valley, then it will mean an opening for the BJP. If the BJP does well in Jammu, can it team up with these parties to form an alternative government? The exit polls say no. However, we'll wait for the numbers tomorrow. Also, will it be possible for Mehbooba Mufti and the Congress and Omar Abdullah to share power in what will be an MVA type, slightly cumbersome Indie alliance government in Jammu and Kashmir? Technically possible if they all come together and decide that's the only way to keep the BJP out. But it is unfeasible from a long-term point of view because essentially these parties can only be in it together for a couple of years. They will have to separate and go their own ways after a couple of years because before their own voters, before their own electorates, they cannot present themselves as a united front. Otherwise, Omar Abdullah and Mehbooba Mufti will lose their own individual electorates. So it can be a sort of bandage coalition. I would call it a bandage coalition, which is a bandage over slightly lesser than usual expectations in the Kashmir Valley. So I would be more interested in following the Jammu and Kashmir results tomorrow than it would be Haryana in terms of political excitement. In terms of trend, we'll be following both. And the other question is this going to be a mood setter for Maharashtra and Jharkhand? I don't think so, because politics in Maharashtra is totally and completely different, and Jharkhand absolutely different. So all those people who are drawing an example and saying that we must in a way draw a link between tomorrow, it's going to be a mood setter for the upcoming state elections in Maharashtra and Jharkhand, are completely wrong. That's my take on it, viewers. We have a two-state verdict tomorrow. That's debate number one. Whether it will be a national mood indicator, which way are the states swinging? That's the big picture debate tonight. And also today, following that, what's wrong in a Hindu unity call Mohan Bhagwat, the poster boy for the opposition when he was seen to be critical of the Prime Minister after the results, is suddenly, enemy number one again because he's called for Hindu unity. I believe Hindu unity is good for national unity. And our hashtag is simple, Hindu unity, not Hindu unity call. Our hashtag is Hindu unity. That's the follow-up debate. And here are the headlines this Monday evening on the debate tonight. After Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi's powerful "batenge to katenge" remark, RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat echoes a similar sentiment, calling for Hindus to unite as one. The question that arises is simple. Why does the lobby always seem rattled when Hindus unite in this country? In response to the Hindu unity call, All India Majlis-e-Ittihadul Muslimin Chief Asaduddin Owaisi strikes back, warning that Prime Minister Modi and Mohan Bhagwat are, quote-unquote, in his words, threat to the people of India, unquote. As usual, Owaisi resorts to his signature fear-mongering tactics. As exit polls show a neck-and-neck contest between the National Conference and the BJP in Jammu and Kashmir, everyone is on the edge. Independents are projected to win key seats, adding to the uncertainty. With the numbers so tight, will we see new alliances forming in Jammu and Kashmir? And exit polls are pointing towards a Congress sweep in Haryana, but the BJP insists the battle is far from over. The big question is, will this be another Chhattisgarh moment? Is there a comeback in the making possible at all? And ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned to the results with Republic as I lead the team to bring you the fastest, most comprehensive coverage with my team. The fate of Jammu and Kashmir and Haryana will be decided, and Republic will be getting you the results live from the morning. We expect the numbers to start rolling in after 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And that's my main focus, ladies and gentlemen. The big story this evening is which way Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir will go. Now, exit polls aside, the election campaigns in both Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir have been significantly interesting. In Jammu and Kashmir, we have seen the most important affirmation of democracy first in the record voter turnout in the Lok Sabha, and the most peaceful assembly elections since 1987. In Haryana, we have seen a BJP fighting 10 years of anti-incumbency with a newer face of Nayab Singh Saini, with the Congress perhaps emerging as the front-runner, clear front-runner if the exit polls are to be followed. But what do these elections mean for the larger national picture, if at all anything? Let's debate.
In less than 12 hours from now, early trends in the Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir elections will start trickling in. The biggest question this election season remains, which way are the two states swinging?
मैं 2014 के बाद जब भी आया मैंने यही कहा, मैं ये मेहनत आपका दिल जीतने के लिए कर रहा हूं, आपका दिल मैं जीत पाया हूं और ज्यादा जीतने की कोशिश मेरी जारी रहेगी। और ये मोदी की गारंटी है। मोदी की गारंटी यानी गारंटी पूरा होने की गारंटी।
If exit polls are to be believed, Jammu and Kashmir is heading towards a hung assembly, and independents are pegged to play a critical role in government formation. However, fault lines have already started to emerge in the only pre-poll alliance in Jammu and Kashmir.
What the Congress does in Kashmir is not that important. What the Congress does in Jammu is important. And unfortunately, Congress hasn't done as much in the plains of Jammu as we would expect them to do. The lion's share of the seats that the alliance gave in Jammu was to the Congress party.
Meanwhile, on the eve of the election results, the PDP has started sending in mixed signals to the NC over a possible post-poll alliance, something that the two parties failed during the Lok Sabha elections.
हम तो अभी भी चाहते थे कि भाई अलायंस के लोगों का, क्योंकि लोगों की आखिरी उम्मीद है, जैसा आपने कहा, कि पीएचडी इकट्ठे रहे, जहां महबूबा मुफ्ती उमर अब्दुल्ला फारूक साहब, तारिक आमी साहब इकट्ठे खड़े होते थे कांग्रेस के साथ, तो एक बात बनती थी, तो अब अनफॉर्चुनेट हो गया तो क्या कर सकते हैं।
कि हम लोग इकट्ठे रियासत को बनाने की कोशिश करेंगे।
आपसे बात होगी महबूब?
नहीं, मेरी कुछ बात नहीं, मैंने सिर्फ अखबार में पढ़ा है।
The BJP, on the other hand, is claiming that it has a firm footing in Jammu and Kashmir and will form the government from the support of the independents.
विश्वास है कि बीजेपी सबसे बड़े दल के रूप में जम्मू कश्मीर में उभर कर आएगी और भारतीय जनता पार्टी और बीजेपी के समर्थन से जो इंडिपेंडेंट कैंडिडेट्स चुनाव लड़े हैं वो जीत के आएंगे और हम मिलकर सरकार बनाएंगे।
The situation, however, in Haryana looks grim for the BJP as per the exit poll, with the poll of polls even projecting a Congress sweep in the state, with the BJP is facing 10 years of anti-incumbency.
बड़े विश्वास के साथ कह रहे हैं कि हरियाणा में बड़े बहुमत से कांग्रेस पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी। कल आप देख लेना, जब गिनती हो संख्या में मतदान हुआ हरियाणा में, सभी और शांतिप्रिय तरीके से जो पूरा चुनाव की प्रक्रिया संपन्न हुई, तो सभी हरियाणा के मतदाताओं का भी।
Meanwhile, the BJP in the state has remained defiant on the trends, with Chief Minister Nayab Singh Saini attempting to exude confidence on his party's return.
हमने जो हरियाणा को एक नई गति विकास की देने का काम किया है, 8 अक्टूबर को भारतीय जनता पार्टी तीसरी बार बहुत बड़े मैंडेट के साथ आ रही है।
However, internal turmoil has started to brew within the Congress, with various leaders beginning to throw their hat in the ring for the top post in the state. Among them, Kumari Selja emerges as a front-runner, who was for a large part of the election miffed with the party.
Are you a player for, even if the party wins, is it possible that you could be a chief minister?
See, that only High Command will have to answer, only High Command will have to decide. There are few people who would be in the consideration zone, and I think Selja would be there. But all these things have to be factored in by the High Command only. Many aspects are there which may be visible, which may not be visible to all, whether it's media, whether it's political people, whether it's analysts. But High Command has to take a final call on this.
In the biggest political showdown since June 4th, tomorrow's election day brings in a lot of questions for the Indian polity. Will the elections in Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir have any impact on the national picture? What does this mean for the polls in Maharashtra and Jharkhand? Will BJP be able to do a turnaround from the Lok Sabha elections? What does the future of Jammu and Kashmir entail? The conclusive picture will emerge in mere hours. But have the political parties done enough this election season?
So Abhishek, we're going to look at the big picture right now, as well as we'll take up the questions which emerge in Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir. I'm welcoming together with you RP Singh of the BJP, Sushil Pandit, Salman Nizami of the DPAP party, Raman Malik, pro-BJP political analyst, Aditya Gupta, he's a candidate himself, he's from the PDP in Jammu, Piyush Joshi is pro-AAP, and Lokesh Jindal of the Congress. Thank you very much, everyone. You would like to throw a first question? I'm just saying, should we start with the big picture or go micro? Let's go micro.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at Haryana. Raman, let's keep it very, very brief. I want to start with you. Is it a hopeless situation for BJP now? You saw the exit polls. You were a bit enthusiastic that things may change. I'm sure you don't feel that way after the polls that you saw.
Not that, Arnab. Maybe it's just this that probably the calculations which the pollsters have done is based on calculations which were about a week before the polls happened. In the last week, there was a major turmoil and major
what would change in 1 week?
Because of the
these are exit polls, Raman Malik.
These are exit polls. Exit polls happen on the day of voting. And they are accumulated over a period.
But you know, one thing which has to be taken into consideration is this election in Haryana. I have also roamed around across the state. One thing which I've found out is that every party has fought the election with tooth and nail, which was not the last time around.
No, you're saying the BJP didn't fight tooth and nail in the Lok Sabha election.
been a lot of efforts. So I see certain changes
Put
happening.
the numbers on
and
the
that
grid below.
basically
Go back to that
call
number.
for
Yeah.
condemning the EVM very soon.
Okay,
There will be a
I'll get
condemnation
reactions
of
on
EVM,
this.
I believe.
So
But
BJP,
I could
yeah,
be
I got
wrong.
it. Let's
I
keep it
accept
brief.
that I could
I'm
be
getting in.
wrong.
I'm getting in
could be
Piyush
wrong.
now. One minute, Piyush. Kejriwal says that had I come out of jail earlier, we would have won the elections. That's an admission of defeat, Abhishek, you think?
100%.
100%, yeah. 100. Why has he admitted defeat early? He's himself from Haryana.
Well, he knows he
Piyush.
cannot do anything.
Piyush.
You see,
Let's get Piyush in. That question is not to you, that's to Piyush. Raman, that question is to Piyush. That question is to Piyush, please. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So, if the exit poll numbers hold out to be true tomorrow, then I think it's good news for the alliance, not so good news for the Aam Aadmi Party.
Which alliance? Fighting separately.
Sir, please.
There's no alliance, Piyush.
Ramanji,
Let's live in La La Land.
the thing is that Aam Aadmi Party needs to do more homework, needs to work harder, and it's not only about Arvind Kejriwal ji, it's about the whole infrastructure of the Aam Aadmi Party, whole cadre there of the Aam Aadmi Party. We have been working hard in Haryana, but the results are not up to our expectations. If the exit poll numbers hold out to be true, then in that case, the Aam Aadmi Party needs to synchronize itself with what the people want. They need to work very, very hard on the ground, and they are working hard, but they are probably not in synchrony.
Lokesh, I'll bring you in. I'll bring you in, Lokesh. Next 1 minute. Let me get to Lokesh. Lokesh, may I draw you in? May I draw you in out here? 1 minute. There will be a chatterati tomorrow. Can I come in, please? Hey, relax, guys. The results are tomorrow. What's the point of fighting on TV today? You see, people have cast their vote. Raman, now we are into deep analysis. You have a Pandit like Abhishek sitting here. And my question to Pandit Abhishek is this. Tell me, with all respect to you, Abhishek, in this election, the Congress ecosystem will be very ready tomorrow.
Yeah.
If the Congress wins Haryana, then they will not talk about what happens in Kashmir. They will use the Haryana election to project themselves for Jharkhand and Maharashtra.
Right.
Will that be a correct projection?
No, the picture in Maharashtra and Jharkhand is completely different, or no? Because in the
but
case
they'll
of
say
Jharkhand,
this is a story of Congress on the rise.
Yeah.
Will that be correct to say that?
Not at all, because in Jharkhand they are an incumbent. And in the case of Maharashtra, the alliance is in doldrums. And they are a junior partner in a way between NCP and
But why would you not allow them? They would say if the BJP wins in Tripura, it projects it nationally. But if we win in Haryana, Abhishek Kapoor will say, don't project it at a national level. You'll have to give a counter to that.
No, in the sense that...
They will project it tomorrow. They say, oh, we are on the rise.
So it's like BJP is the incumbent, so they have to face anti-incumbency, obviously.
But double anti-incumbency here.
Double anti-incumbency. And in fact, in Kashmir also, by the way, because from 2014 onwards, if you look at it, between the BJP-PDP government and then the LG administration...
You're saying means nothing. If the Congress wins, unless the BJP evaporates, 1 minute, Raman, unless the BJP goes down to single digits or 10 to 15 seats, there's not much to be read.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Because the fact is that the BJP has faced headwinds in the election. That is the reason. I mean, the change of chief minister itself is an admission that they were facing difficulties. Just
what
ahead
would be
of
a
elections.
good number in Haryana for the BJP?
I think if they get as the numbers suggest, between 25 and 30. Remember,
that's good for them.
Yeah, and couple of polls on the higher side
Why,
are actually even now giving 35 to the BJP, and BJP got 30 in the last elections.
Yeah.
So obviously,
my own take is that if the BJP gets above 30 tomorrow, it should be happy. And beyond that is anybody's guess. But I don't think this election is up for grabs. Lokesh, what's your take? How much can a Haryana victory be projected nationally by your party?
Arnab, first of all, Haryana's victory would be a clear indicator that the BJP's form of politics, which had been successful until now, doesn't appeal to masses anymore. They have to start talking upon real issues. Till now, the polarization card had been working. But since January 2024, this year, this card has diluted its effect
to a system?
Significantly. First was the Lok Sabha polls, and now it's going to be Haryana, and subsequently it's going to be Jharkhand, it is going to be Maharashtra, and in fact we have seen now efforts so as to stimulate some form of polarization has not been working. So BJP needs to look into its.
If you are voted out, if you are not given a clear mandate in Haryana, would that mean?
Let him complete. Let him complete, Raman. Raman, not fair. RP has not even come in. 2 versus 2. RP also on the left. Raman, take a back seat. Raman, let him speak. Raman, let him speak. Raman, don't intervene. Okay, Raman, I'm disciplining Raman. Raman, please, 1 second. Let Lokesh complete. Then I have to get RP Singh also in. We're having a good discussion. People are liking this discussion. Yeah, Lokesh, complete.
Arnab, polarization requires a certain social and economic background, which was available since 2014. But we have seen, we are in the post-COVID time period, especially after 2024, it is just not appealing to the masses anymore. And that is something which is the writing on the wall. And the sooner BJP accepts it, the sooner it will come to its damage.
Okay, Lokesh, I'll get a first and quick response to that. Let's get a first and quick response to your initial comments from RP Singh. RP Singh, you cannot underplay Haryana. You cannot underplay Haryana. And the voter turnout this time was about 67%, which is a 2% higher turnout compared to the Lok Sabha elections. But Haryana is a place where people really participate. You know, I think, in fact, even with the 67%, it is 1% less than the 2019 assembly elections, right? So Haryana is a very political state. Have you given up on Haryana tomorrow, RP? Can I just get RP in and then I'm coming back straight to you? Have you given up on Haryana? Or are you hoping...
Also, I would like to take his view on Jammu and Kashmir.
I'm just coming to... Can we do Jammu and Kashmir right after this? Because we have panelists from Jammu and Kashmir waiting.
Singh Saab has tremendous amount of experience when it comes to Jammu and Kashmir. He has worked a lot in Jammu and Kashmir. So his take on Jammu and Kashmir, you know, will be very interesting.
Of course it will be. But let's get RP to respond to Haryana. Is Haryana a forgotten cause? Are you expecting to do a Chhattisgarh in Haryana? That's the question everyone's on. Yeah.
You rightly said.
Yes.
People ruled us out in Chhattisgarh, and it's a similar situation in Chhattisgarh also. We accept that initially we were on a back foot, but when the campaign started and last almost month, we picked up our campaign. We have put our nut and bolt in the right position and have tightened the required nut and bolts also. Imagine the parliamentary election, we were almost 3.5% more than the Congress as far as the vote percentage goes. And although we lost 5 seats, but percentage of vote were higher than Congress party. And the combination which has worked in the Haryana, the caste combination and the seat combination is working in our favor. I'm not saying that we are going to get something like 55 seats or 60 seats, but we will be in a comfortable reach where we can form the government with the support of certain independents also need be, but on our own also. Just wait. I mean, it will be a repeat of Chhattisgarh.
What would that number be? 35? I assume that what you're saying, what he's saying basically is that BJP gets between... He is hoping that it's not 25 to 30. He is hoping tomorrow's number, Abhishek, is somewhere between 33 to 38.
Yeah, it's a tough ask.
You know, he's hoping that it's 33 to 38 kind of number. Is that possible as of today?
Very tough. I think the BJP would hope, Arnab, that when it comes to Kashmir, it's Naya Kashmir.
No,
when it comes to Haryana, it's old Haryana. So Naya Kashmir and old Haryana is BJP's pitch, I think, for tomorrow, if they can get it.
But why do
it's very difficult. It's very difficult for Haryana, I believe.
Why
because in the second, the first election, they got
5 seats in Haryana are clear, having going one way or the other. The rest are open. And I can assure you, there are about 15 top names from Congress, out of which 8 to 9 are going to lose the election, including Uday Bhan, which is their party chief. Now, I've tweeted also all these states. I've tweeted the names whom Congress are promoting that these elections are going to be lost by those candidates, which are going to be won. So please understand, Haryana, if they have played a particular caste card, Mr. Huda and company, then that has also worked against them in consolidating the others.
Yeah, Raman
You
Malik,
must
you can be more
understand
clear
it is a
about it.
basic
It's basically
dynamics.
what you're saying, the Congress party's Jat card against the BJP's anti-Jat politics. In a way, anti-Jat polarization that the BJP has sought to, effect in Haryana with two non-Jat chief ministers and hoping that this
what
works.
What has happened is, Congress has overplayed the Jat card. They've overplayed the Jat card.
And you are
This should
saying,
not
so the BJP game is that because of that overplaying of the Jat card, the non-Jat gets polarized in support of
That's not fair. Abhishek, what the alliance has played is about Kisan, Jawan and Pahalwan. They have never played any kind of card,
Possible
So that's not
may
fair.
come third even. It is such
Haryana
a
has
dicey
voted against the
election.
policies of the central government. That's it.
No, come again. I didn't get that. One minute. I'll bring an RP on that. You see, again, an attempt to project this nationally by saying the Haryana vote is a reflection on the policies of the central government.
Arnab,
So RP...
let's take a second.
Be specific with RP on this, Piyush. No. Pick up one...
If there is an anti-BJP government in Jammu and Kashmir, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, and next year Delhi, would you then agree to this? That the Modi's
No. I can answer to that. RP will reply to that. Viewers, this is this is where I think being anti-BJP you go wrong. In this country, we should celebrate if there are many states and there are many parties. If 16 out of, if I would say roughly 60% of state governments are BJP run and 40% are not BJP run, it shows the political diversity of the country. But you people go and say elections are fraud, constitution is going to collapse. So you should actually celebrate that, because in a way, it is proof of the diversity and robustness of our electoral system. But I want to get in RP once again, because RP is betting on 35 as the average number for the BJP.
We're going very, very difficult, because
it would be a huge comeback.
After 2 elections, second election they were down to 30.
Yeah, but we got a surprise in Chhattisgarh.
There could be surprises.
Nobody expected Chhattisgarh.
Yeah.
Right, and I have heard that people who did not vote last time for the BJP have travelled to vote to Haryana. Whereas, in the Lok Sabha elections, the feeling was 400 par. Hum to jeet rahe hain. In 46 degrees temperature, you don't need to come out and vote. That's not the case this time.
With Haryana. Because in Haryana, the reality was that in many of the places, even JJP found it very difficult to reach out to the masses because it was associated with BJP. There was a tremendous anger amongst the people, BJP leaders.
No, 1 minute. I'll let RP come in this time. No. RP will respond. Raman, down 1 versus 1. RP is respond. RP?
Okay, let me start with this. Yoshi ji, let's start with Delhi. You are losing Delhi badly. You will be rotted out of Delhi this time. Mark my word. You will lose your deposits in Haryana this time. Mark my word. Deposits in Haryana. And our Panna Pramukh will do chamatkar. Will show you chamatkar. How do the Panna Pramukh cognitive structure works on ground? Other than the narrative part, the groundwork which the Panna Pramukh does, which reach out to each and every voter and target each and every voter. I know people in Haryana. I've got calls from people in Haryana, especially in Gurgaon. Arey, aapke log kitni baar aayenge? Ek baar, do baar, char baar. How many times they'll keep knocking our doors? So, take my words that it's going to be miracle tomorrow as far as Haryana goes. And I'm giving you a challenge. Delhi will be a route for Aam Aadmi Party.
Challenge accepted, sir.
We'll discuss Jammu Kashmir.
Challenge accepted, sir. Put your money where your mouth is. Challenge accepted, sir. Put your money where your mouth is. I'll replay this this clip, and
I'll take you out for, if you can save a deposit on any of the seats, I'll take you out for a dinner.
In Delhi, sir?
In your state, I'll come. I'll
Delhi,
fly down to your state.
Delhi, we are winning next year, and the dinner will be on me. Not only for you, for everyone.
I think, Sardar RP Singh, you sort of sidestepped the question that Arnab asked about what's the BJP's expectation from Haryana in terms of numbers?
As I said, we'll be in a range to form the government with certain independents, because my feedback is that there are independents also winning and there are smaller parties which are also winning. It's not one way which is happening, which has been projected at 55 seats or 60 seats or 50 seats plus. it's going to be a very neck-to-neck fight. I mean, I can't predict the numbers right now.
Let's move to Jammu and Kashmir.
Less than 25.
Let's move to
is what you are getting.
Let's move to Jammu and Kashmir, which is politically more interesting and less one way. According to the exit polls, as far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, the BJP more or less sweeps Jammu.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And
the Congress gets wiped out in Jammu,
yeah.
which is where the NC was hoping they'll do well.
Yeah.
Right? The Jammu and Kashmir National Conference and the PDP, between them, are nowhere in a position to form the government, even if they both come together.
No, but the alliance is with
right?
the Congress, yeah.
But even if they join an alliance with the Congress,
yeah.
right, they at the most scrape through, if you see the higher end of the Gulistan poll,
yeah.
which is why the National Conference has realized that there are only two ways to form a government. Either all three parties come together, Congress, NC and PDP, because none of the other allies will come with them unless one seat also goes to Tarigami, which is the CPIM candidate. Even if everybody comes together, they will find it difficult to cross the halfway mark. And politics is about political stability. A BJP National Conference government, on the contrary, a BJP plus National Conference government, on the contrary, seems much more stable, much closer to the halfway mark. If some independents stay out, they can manage their government for a longer period of time. But that will mean a huge and vertical split in the Indie alliance nationally.
Yeah.
Sushil Pandit, my question to you is the night of the long knives coming in Kashmir? Will all hell break loose? Will the National Indie Coalition break? Can BJP and NC come together? What's going to happen in Kashmir?
Thank you, Arnab, for having me in the show. Let me say it clearly and unambiguously. BJP and National Conference don't have to come together. They have come together already.
Oh. Wow.
And they have come together more than a couple of years back, and it was mutually decided that Omar was going to be the chief minister, and together they cooked the Congress goose. And let me explain to you how. Congress was going to be the main challenger for BJP in Jammu. And for BJP to have easy sailing in Jammu, Congress had to be seen by Jammu voter to be gravitating towards the valley. You see, Jammu and Kashmir are the odd couple. Jammu votes contrary to valley. Jammu temperament, Jammu attitude, Jammu politics and valley politics are poles apart. So anyone working on the valley agenda cannot aspire to hold Jammu. So when Congress was pushed into the deathly embrace of National Conference and was made to sing on the National Conference manifesto, could not even disassociate itself publicly on 370, on renaming of Shankaracharya or Hari Parvat, on a whole lot of separatist, openly seditionary agenda, Congress lost Jammu that very moment. And BJP made sure that whatever challenge there was going to be from Congress was wiped out. Congress didn't see this, which is why Jammu voter, despite its misgivings with BJP, despite its disappointments with BJP, a lot of perfidy from BJP, went scurrying back to BJP, because looking at this combination, you see, Congress National Conference combination came in 1987 before this. And at that time, they ruined the state within 3 years. You again have a National Conference and Congress combination coming up. It is going to be disastrous for both. National Conference may still be able to hold its own in the valley because it is the largest cadre-based party there. But BJP has ensured that National Conference doesn't emerge too big for its boots by fielding so many independents, smaller parties, funding them, that
this is a very
rally vote is set
this is
to
a very
splinter.
I would say this is a very unique analysis.
Hugely splinter.
This is a very unique analysis that has been done by Sushil Pandit. His basic point.
Objection to that, because that means that both the BJP as well as the National Conference were fooling the people of Jammu and Kashmir.
That's what.
Is Mr. Pandit meaning that the Bharatiya Janata Party had already decided to team up with National Conference, and the BJP fooled the people of Jammu.
Let me tell you, just as in 2014. In 2014, PDP and BJP were fooling the people of Jammu and Kashmir. PDP got the mandate on the promise of stopping BJP in Kashmir.
That's what you meant, sir. That BJP is fooling the people of Jammu.
PDP got the mandate.
Sushil Pandit. No, 1 minute. This is a 1 minute. What is happening here is just 1 minute. See, if Sushil Pandit, what he's saying, I would like Aditya Gupta and Salman Nizami to come in on this. This is Ghulam Nabi Azad's party.
Yeah, DPAP.
DPAP. Salman, I want to come to you first. Sushil Pandit's theory is that there is a very deep game that the BJP has played in Jammu and Kashmir. A very, very under the cover game where it has projected and indirectly supported independence, broken the base of Omar and Mehbooba by doing so.
The two dynasties.
Right? Broken the two dynasties' separatist voter base. Right? Fought a very aggressive campaign in the process in Jammu and kept a very strong line of communication with the political old fox Farooq Abdullah, who is backstabbing along with Omar Abdullah, actually involved in backstabbing the Congress party. Which of you would like to reply first? Salman Nizami first.
Yes, Arnab, anything is possible in politics, but I was campaigning on ground. Even Omar Abdullah was part of BJP when there was Vajpayee's government and he was the external minister of BJP government. They have aligned with the BJP in the past. So what I have observed on the ground is the picture would be, I think, different what you are showing the numbers on your television, because I have visited each and every constituency in Kashmir. There was a lot of anger against Omar Abdullah. That's why he has been forced to contest from two constituencies, Ganderbal and Badgaam. Even he lost the last parliament election with, I think, more than 250,000 votes. Engineer Rashid defeated him. He was just an MLA. Omar was chief minister. Even Mehbooba Mufti lost. So there was a lot of anger. That's why a lot of independent candidates, they came on front and they contested, and there was a voice in Kashmir that we want new leadership in Kashmir. We are fed up from Omar Abdullah. We are fed up from Mehbooba Mufti. They are dynasts. We don't want to actually be under their control from so many years. We have been ruled by Sheikh Abdullah, then Farooq Abdullah, then Omar Abdullah, and now Omar Abdullah's children are there openly campaigning for him. So there was a lot of anger against National Conference, and I think the numbers would be different tomorrow. Even in Jammu, as you said that there was a very long debate on Haryana. Even I was in Congress from last 15 years. So the credit, if Congress tomorrow wins from Haryana, the credit must go to Hooda, not Rahul Gandhi. Because for me, I have worked with Rahul Gandhi. What I have observed, he's a non-serious politician. He's a non-serious politician. In Jammu, he did only one public meeting. As compared to BJP, Narendra Modi was there for 15 days. Amit Shah was there. He is Prime Minister. Rahul Gandhi is just an LOP. So in Haryana also. So the Hooda was aggressively campaigning in Haryana. And he was part of G23. Ghulam Nabi Azad, my leader, he left Congress party because they revolt. And Mr. Hooda was one of the signatory of the G23 letter which they wrote to Sonia Gandhi. They opposed the leadership of Rahul Gandhi. And tomorrow, if Congress is going to celebrate and they will say that Rahul Gandhi to hero hai, isne election jitaya. So as you said, even Umar Abdullah, you showed his bite also. He said that Congress has failed to counter BJP in Jammu province. Only 2 public meetings in entire Jammu province. That's why Congress will lose in Jammu. I don't think that they will get even 1 single seat from Jammu. That's why I think that BJP has an edge.
I think that,
and if
I think that Sushil really put the. I'm grateful to Sushil actually for opening the can of worms there, because this is what everybody is talking about. What you see is not what you get in Jammu and Kashmir. The real alliances are hidden. Now, in all of this, where does this leave Mehbooba Mufti? Now, this means that the political old fox Farooq is not just backstabbing Congress. He has backstabbed Mehbooba, and he and Omar are also backstabbing Mehbooba now, because they are saying, if required, all of us will come together. So Farooq is very clear. Somehow the National Conference has to be in power, either with the BJP or with this Gupkar Alliance group plus Congress. What do you think about this theory, Aditya?
What will be more fascinating to see here will be what will be BJP's stand if they align with National Conference on Article 370. This we forget. See, talking right now about what will be the alliances or what Mr. Pandit is saying. See, one factor is very clear, Arnab. In Jammu and Kashmir, this election, we are giving too much of weightage to the independent and the smaller parties. But as a matter of fact, as a political worker and as a candidate myself, there has been two things. One, for BJP, and the other against BJP. And in the valley, it has been identified that the parties have been turned as to be proxy parties because they have come out of the political party like PDP. The people have come out of that. So you cannot give too much of weightage as far as these independent candidates are concerned, one. Number two, as I said earlier also, what will be the BJP stand when it comes to Article 370 if they want to align with...
Does it matter anymore? Because 370 is a stated position. 370 cannot be rolled back.
Will be exposed, but the hypocrisy will be exposed. That is my whole point. See, if you are doing a politics, you have an agenda, you have an ideology, then you should stand. Then you should take a stand on that. See, if you believe that Article 370 is a bygone, then how can you align with a party which have its thrust upon the fact that it will bring back to Article 370? It doesn't understand, and it is like fooling the masses which has voted for you or has voted and will come up with in the shape of seats tomorrow. So that is one thing that BJP in itself has to think. And apart from that, as far as the independents are concerned, Arnab, I really like that the people should come up on their own and explain what kind of sloganing took place in these rallies. When a lot of questions are raised upon us to be pro-separatist, and a lot of issues, a lot of fingers are pointed towards us. But I will really like to ask BJP on this also, what extraordinary is Engineer Rashid doing for that matter, and for that matter, why is the Kashmir smaller parties aligning, declaring themselves to be close associates of BJP?
Nobody has declared themselves to be close associate of BJP.
Who's declared themselves? Apni party was on record to say that during the parliament elections, yes, we are working under this with the support of BJP. It was similar situation with Sajjad Ludhiani loan also, and it is in a way right now, if you can see the way the campaigning took place as far as the arrested Hurriyat leader, the way his campaign was run. Now, it becomes quite surprising for me, who comes from Jammu, to ask BJP, sir, what extraordinary are they doing?
This question is relevant. This question is relevant. It's an ideology question. And on Kashmir, ideology matters. Even in the last Lok Sabha elections, we saw that whenever the BJP is seen to stray from its ideology, people punish it. They didn't like Ajit Pawar coming in. They didn't like the compromises by getting in these people with corruption records while talking about corruption. Aditya's point, Abhishek, maybe RP wants to answer that, cannot be disregarded. If the BJP is going to join hands with National Conference, what is NC's position on 370 when the BJP criticized the Congress for talking about 370 or tying up with the NC, which said that we are committed to removing 370? Is an NC-BJP alliance even conceivable? RP must answer that.
Can I?
And if you're going to tie up with Engineer Rashid, then do you agree with his separatist views?
And even the independents are, most of them, Jamatis actually.
You burnt your hands once by tying up with the PDP.
Okay, Arnab, we tied our hand with PDP or PDP tied hand with us, and then who parted away with the PDP, we all, the history is there for that regard. But as far as Sushil's theory, I mean, he should do a good novel writing now. It's an excellent theory and political novel writing now. But fact is that I'm telling you today that we are going to touch something like 30 to 35 states in Jammu region, and there are going to be more than, as far as my information goes, I was in Jammu and Kashmir for almost 35 days in the election only. Almost 20 seats are going to go to independents or smaller parties.
No,
So
these
how
independents,
Jamatis,
these are people supported by Jamaat-e-Islami.
Yeah, absolutely. Directly Jamaat people contesting.
Do you support the philosophy of Jamaat?
Can allow me to complete? I'll answer
do
your
you
part.
support the philosophy of Engineer Rashid? You put him in jail for separatism and money laundering. He comes out of jail. He'll get elected. You'll join hands with him. This way, one day you'll join hands with Amrit Pal.
Did I say
one day you'll join hands with Amrit Pal like this?
No. Did I say we are going to join hands with them?
No, but which independents are you talking about? Salman Nizami? No, Salman Nizami wants to question you. Salman, go ahead. Salman, you can counter RP on that.
Sajjan Lone was also a separatist, and he supported BJP, PDP, and BJP.
Give me a second. Can I complete?
So anything is possible. They can. BJP is a washing machine. Sajjan Lone was a separatist. There are many others who were in terror activities, very much involved in terror activities.
Not fair. I didn't complete it. I mean, Sir Arnab, tomorrow, what happens with these parties? How much people they can keep their flock together? I mean, there's a big question. There are a lot of dissent. There are a lot of resentment within the parties also. I don't know how long Nitya Gupta will stay with the PDP also. Today I'm saying so. He contested well in Jammu East. He probably will be better off than Congress in Jammu East. In a seat, in particular seat, I was there, I was watching his campaign also. But again, it's just wait for 24 hours and thereafter...
No, you are see, no, one minute. The only party, Aditya is enjoying this, Aditya.
Government.
Obviously, he's breaking me out of my party live on TV, saying that this is what is the golden idea. No, sir, sorry. BJP asked for vote in Jammu, saying that you are the nationalist. You took names of everyone who has been under you
Sir, we don't need certificate from anyone for our nationalism. Please let it be, and at least RP Singh and BJP don't need certificate for nationalism.
So no, you are the one who have been distributing certificates of nationalism.
Even PDP was your alliance partner.
So no one will. See, one factor is very clear. BJP, as far as BJP is concerned, the amount of hatred BJP has generated for itself.
Their point is they've realized that they need equity participation to form the company. And the BJP's argument is, Piyush, that as long as we have 51% equity, we'll control the alliance. Or they are actually not saying 51, they are saying we have 76% equity. We will completely control it. Do you think Engineer Rashid can call the shots over the BJP?
Well, they feel with BJP. Anything is possible with BJP. We have seen that in the past, and RP Singh Sahab himself said on your program only recently that, so many of the PDP and so many of the National Conference and Congress's MLAs are not happy with their own parties. They can come and join BJP. And like that, BJP can approach.
RP.
That was the implication. That's what
there are a lot of resentment within the parties also.
So Operation Lotus will be in play, but
and I never never said PDP or NC or Congress. And mark my word, Congress will be wiped off in Jammu. I was shocked to see
Abhishek,
Congress never campaigned in
Sardar
Jammu.
RP Singh, you are caught on a sticky wicket when it comes to this alliance ideology argument. But there is also this democracy argument, you see.
Put it on, put louder, Abhishek, louder, go for it.
For the first time, perhaps, in the history of Jammu and Kashmir, you have as many as 7 or 8 participants, if you look at from the point of view of choice available to the electorate. It's not just NC and PDP in Kashmir Valley and the Congress and the BJP in Jammu. You have AIP, you have Apni Party, you have People's Conference, you have DPAP, and you have the independents. So this diversity of options available to the people of Jammu and Kashmir itself is a difference, and that is the reason why it is getting billed as the cleanest, freest, fairest election perhaps after 1987. That's one argument which is getting missed. No, I was saying that Sardar RP Singh, you are on a sticky wicket when it comes to...
1987 wasn't a fair election at all. Had that been a fair election, Jammu Kashmir would not have suffered. That was the most rigged election.
That's what I'm saying.
As the chief minister.
That's what I'm saying. So the point is that you have had a free and fair election, and you are not able to take full benefit out of it in your favor, RP.
Well, I think that this is a very interestingly poised election. We have discussed some opportunities and some options. Viewers, I think we'll get a picture by 11 tomorrow. I welcome all those who are taking part tonight, especially Sushil Pandit, who said the cat among the pigeons. You know. And let's see what happens tomorrow. Viewers, reminder once again, we'll be live from the morning. And the results, typically between 8 and 11, it's all done. On the other side, viewers, tonight, the big debate on Hindu unity. What's wrong with that? We'll be back.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.